to know, how is this bhakta able to have no hatred for him? Because they see God in everybody. But not only that they see God in everybody, they see that there's a teacher in everybody. So if there's someone that's giving us a hard time, or there's somebody who's being annoying, or somebody who's unnecessarily posing a challenge to us, or any experience that's very, very difficult to overcome, why is that there? Because that's a teacher. That's a teacher, and that's what we need to learn. How come I'm going through this with my kids? That's a teacher. How come I'm going through this at work? That's a teacher. How come I'm going through this in society? That's a teacher. So when we see everything, everybody, every experience as a great teacher, then how can we have hatred? There's something that I need to learn from this. And therefore, advishta. Think about our lives. And yesterday we also saw, sthane rishikesha, right? Everything happens the way it's meant to happen. And I always give this example to our youth. Imagine if we all went to a movie, okay? We all went to a movie. And the movie had hero, heroine, but no villain. Will we go and watch? Nobody will go and watch. Nobody will go and watch. Why? Because that hero and that heroine needs a villain to come out. That Harry Potter needs that Voldemort or whoever it is to become Harry Potter. Otherwise he'll be so weak. Right? He'll just be there, sitting there. He won't become so strong. All of these heroes, these heroines, they only become, their strength comes out, the best in them comes out when the villain's there. And I'm not saying that the villain always has to be there, but I'm saying sometimes to bring out the strength in us, sometimes challenges have to come. They have to come, and because there's certain areas of us which are not tapped yet. And Bhagavan's as though saying, hey, that potential is lying dormant. Let's put this there on this person. And it'll come out. Or let's put that there on this person. And it'll come out. So advishta means, how can we hate anybody? How can we hate anything? When we know everything is a part of Bhagavan's play, and everyone is a great teacher. And every experience is a great teacher. And everyone is God. So there's no question of hatred. And we know, this you already know, when we have a thought of hatred, who is it harming the most? Us, right? It's a toxin. It's a toxin that we're carrying, and it's harming us, and it's polluting our bodies. So why even nurture that? Why even have that thought? It's not worth it. It's not worth it to want to dislike or hate or feel negative against somebody, because it's doing so much harm to ourselves. All this sickness is only that. If there's a person like that, then just accept and learn what we need to learn from that experience or from that person. We don't need to generate more in us, more pollution, more negativity. So, Adeshta Sarva Bhutana Maitra. Maitra means somebody who's friendly. This comes towards, what's a big obstacle with friends, with family, with people is jealousy, right? Friendship means that that's my person too, that's my brother too, that's my sister too. Because in life, inevitably, there will always be someone better than us in many things, right? Somebody will have, how come that person has more money? Or how come that person can sing better? Or how come that person has a nice car and I don't know? How come that person's kid is doing so well, and how come my kid's not doing well? how come my family is like this and this is like this? There's always this comparison. And we can't help it. People always compare and compare and compare. How come my job is like this, but their job is like this? Why is my life not like their life? And when we start to compare amongst friends, what comes is jealousy. You know? That we're like, you know, oh, yeah, that person's not that good. How come they're getting all of these things? You know? We feel like that. But Maitra means that I am that too. If my friend is succeeding, that's me too. I'm so happy for them, great. If my friend is doing better than me, great. That's me too. If my friend is making more money than me, great. That's me too. So we see ourselves in the other person, so then we feel like that's also me. I'm also succeeding. I'm also doing well. I'm also having a good time. I'm also enjoying life. And I'm sincerely happy because that person is also me. And another way to look at it is, what if there was no one better than us in this world? What if in our own field we were the best? That would be terrible. Really terrible, right? Having somebody better than us in our field is such a good thing. Because then we can at least say, hey, we can be better, we can do more. So that jealousy turns into admiration. If this person is flying, is doing so many wonderful things, I can also fly, I can also do so many things. So it is great when somebody does something better than us. Fantastic. Let's learn from them so that we can also become better. Instead of sitting and sulking, how come they're better and how come I'm not as good? You know, there's no point to doing that. So a bhakta of Bhagavan doesn't go through all this drama because they genuinely see God there. They see Bhagavan there. And that's the highest form of bhakti, is when we're really able to see God in everybody. So that's why all of these qualities become so easy. No hatred, friendliness. Then karuna. Karuna means compassion. Compassion means what? So we study this, we've heard this term so many times before. It means putting ourselves in other people's shoes, right? Being able to feel what they're feeling. Being able to be there. But really what compassion means is looking to people's eyes and just be there for them. When people are going through Maitraha is like a, that emotion, friendliness. When somebody is doing better than us, when someone's doing well, then we have to see that person and say, yay, that's me too. But similarly, when someone's not doing so well, that's me too. And how can I help that person? Right? And giving them full attention. Not that kind of thing like, I don't know, I don't have time for this person. I don't know what to do with this person. But really, people just want other people to listen to them. Actually, that's all that they want. When I met one of our high schoolers, and so their parents asked me to meet him for a cup of coffee or something like that. So I met him, and we had some tea together. And nothing. I asked his parents, what is he into? They said he's into robotics. I said, good, because I'm not going to talk about Vedanta. I'll drive him away. I'll just talk to him about robotics. So then we sat and we talked about robotics, this and that. And then after that, he said, it's so nice to have someone to talk to. And I said, what happened to the world? Why is it so hard for us to talk? Why is it so hard for us to be there with each other? Why is it so hard to listen? We've lost this sensitivity. We've lost this ability to contact people. We've lost it. So this idea of compassion is like, send a message, okay, I hope you feel better. We've lost it. We've lost this. And now let me feel it with you. And that will help the other person. Whenever we're with Guruji, he's so alert and so attentive. Like he feels, or whenever we're around some Swamijis, they're like, oh, I think you must feel cold. Why don't you move over here? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? They're so extremely aware of what's going on that they feel. And we've lost that ability. We don't even need to talk so much. We just need to be aware. So that is Karuna. Nirmama means no mindness. No mindness means that God gives and takes His own thing. God gives and takes His own thing. So guess what? There's nothing actually that's mine. Your money went to Amazon.com. And that money went to pay the salary of the people who work there. And then part of that money went to the government. And then part of that money went into some stock market. And then part of that money went to somebody else. When is it yours? Whatever is mine today was somebody else's yesterday and will be somebody else's tomorrow. And because I feel like it's mine, it makes me so happy. But we don't understand that that happiness is actually a cause of sorrow. God is giving us, but He's taking His own thing. Our house, my house, was somebody else's house. Will be somebody else's house tomorrow. My child was somebody else's child. Because we know the child is a jiva. We saw in Pajagodana. Child is a jiva. Somebody else's child. It will be somebody else's child tomorrow. My job was somebody else's job. It will be somebody else's job tomorrow. So when things go, we can't say, why are you going? You're mine. God's giving and taking His own thing. Nothing was ever ours. We can only call something mine if it was with us for a long time, or if it's always with us. But if it's not always with us, then how is that mine? So the sense of mineness is a great big tragedy. If we live life by saying everything is His, so when it comes, comes, when it goes, it goes, then we'll be worried about anything. We'll be upset about anything. It came and it has to go. When I know that every single thing that has come to me is going to go, that is nirmama. Everything, everybody, every experience that has come to me, it's going to go. So better be ready for it. It'll go. And if you and I are not ready for it, it's the worst kind of pain. It's the worst kind of pain ever, because it's just going to go. So nirmamaha means that. No mindness. I know everything is His. He gives, He takes. What is there for us to call our own? Nirahankaraha means no sense of I-ness. So no mindness, no I-ness. No sense of I did it. People get so proud that we made a phone now, and this phone has Wi-Fi, camera. Now the iPhone has 2 cameras or 3 cameras. I don't know how many cameras. 2 cameras, 3 cameras, and it's like such a sophisticated system. I bet you years ago we never thought we could do it. And so everyone's so fascinated about who can create such a wonderful phone. But who created the ear? Without the ear, you can't hear the phone ring. Right? Who created the ear? So we're so fascinated by this phone. People forget who created the ear. Without the ear, your phone is nothing. We're so fascinated about the people who create selfless I mean, you can driverless cars or whatever it is, and it can go on the road on its own and can do this and do all of that. But who created that mind by which all of this can be created? We get so fascinated and we take so much ownership of all these little inventions. But who created these wonders? It's only God. Compared to what we are doing. In fact, we're not really creating, we're just assembling. Look at God's creation. And then we have a nerve to say that I created something so amazing. When we have an idea, we write a best-selling book. Best-selling book. I wrote this book and it's selling New York Times bestseller. But who created the eyes that could even read pages? Who creates the minds by which words can be formed? We never think about that. We have this notion that I did it, I did everything, it's me, it's all me. We are nothing when we think about what God has created. When we see the greatness of God, we understand that there's really nothing that we can do in comparison. This is nirahankara, no I-ness. And when we see the greatness of God, we won't be able to even boast. Somebody so great is there, how can we even say that, oh, I made this or I made that? Vedanta, in Taittiriya Upanishad, they say when you meet your teacher, don't say anything. Because when you're in front of someone so wise, what can you say? You know? What can we say when we're in front of them? We can't, because their glory is so much. So when God's glory is so much, what can we say? He did nothing. And sama dukkha sukha. Sama dukkha sukha means even-minded in joy and in sorrow. So there's two meanings of this. One is that we saw this also, remember we saw sarvatra samabhuddhaya, right, earlier. This was one of the qualities of a nirguna bhakta, nirguna brahma upasaka. We saw that no matter what happens, joy, sorrow, they remain calm, they remain equipoise because they know how to deal with it. They know that they don't have to react and don't get into sharp reactions, just respond. Stay calm and just respond. But another meaning of this is one who sees joy and sorrow as actually the same thing. Why? Because they're just thoughts, aren't they? They're just thoughts. So what's joy, what's sorrow? It's just a thought. So one who's actually able to see that it's just a thought rising. So what? Let it rise, let it fall. And the other thought will rise, let it rise, let it fall. It's just a play of thoughts in the mind. So it's the same thing. To me, it's just thoughts. You're calling it joy, sorrow, this, that. It's just a thought. So there are two lines. One who's able to be equipoise. That's one who's able also to say, it's the same thing. Why are you making it two? And lastly, kshami. Kshami means one who is forgiving. Forgiving means what? Somebody who's able to understand that somebody made a mistake. They made a mistake, and in order for me to be well or be okay with this person, I have to forgive this person because it lets the burden off that person and it lets it off me. Forgiveness is really for us, if we really think about it. Because we now are free of that mental burden. It's not for the other person. Other person may have hurt us, may have done something wrong, may have said something bad. And so when we forgive, we feel like we're doing the person a favor. It's wrong. We are doing ourselves a great big favor. Because we're relieving ourselves of the mental burden and saying, right now, at this point in time, I've stopped giving you the power to hurt me. I've stopped giving you the power to harm me. I've stopped giving you the power to do something wrong towards me. I'm relieving myself of that mental burden. And if we care about ourselves, then we should do that. That's what forgiveness is. So it's not so much as, when people say just forgive, and we're like, well, why should I forgive? They've done so much harm. Well, because if we don't forgive, we're still giving them the power to affect us negatively. They still have entry to penetrate into our hearts, to penetrate into our thoughts. They still have that entry, and we're giving it to them. But the minute we say, enough now, I don't want to give you entry into my world. I forgive you, and I'm letting it go. Then how much at peace will we be? We don't have to carry it. How people, 10, 20 years, they still carry with them. They still carry with them. 20 years ago, you said this to me, and 10 years ago, you did this to me. And our mental space is so precious. Why are we using it for something so silly as that? Advanced Bhakta doesn't do that. Each and every part of their mind is so precious that they want it to be divinized, and not in this negativity. So, we will stop here. We'll take a little bit of a break so everybody can stand up and reflect. And then we will meet back at 11:30. Yes, okay. We'll meet back at 11:30.